Friday, the 7th day of February 2020. My name is Zokoe Beslokonen, anchoring this edition of the program Lntv News Live. In our headlines, reporters in Liberia risked expulsion for ethical transgressions. New Reporter Association president warns. Chinese ambassador to Liberia bids farewell to the Senate after 2 years of service in Monrovia. 2 senators seek the appearance of Solicitor General to clarify the legal issues surrounding former Liberia Airport Authority Managing Director and away from home Nigeria Electoral Commission deregisters 74 political parties, leaving only 18 in the country. These stories plus many other developments are all coming up in the program Lntv News Live, but first we take a short break to be back with the faces of the newsmakers. Welcome back to Lntv News Live. Press Union of Liberia President Charles Coffey is urging the leadership of the Reporters Association of Liberia to serve with diligence and listen to their colleagues. Serving as induction officer of the new RAL leadership, Mr. Coffey called for collaboration between the leadership and reporters.
So the confident reports to you, it is my belief that you're going to justify that confidence. Having said that, please call your name and your position. Just follow me. I,
Cecilia Clark,
do solemnly swear that I will obey, protect the Constitution of the Reporters Association of
the Constitution of the Reporters Association of Liberia.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Some of you, I don't know. So we have the Assistant Secretary General,
the Financial Secretary.
Yeah, the Financial Secretary, please repeat after me. Call your name, your title.
I, Anna A. Gedepna, Financial Secretary of the Reporters Association of Liberia.
Do solemnly swear
that
I will obey, protect the Constitution of the Reporters Association of Liberia.
The Constitution of the Reporters Association of Liberia.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Meanwhile, the guest speaker of the induction ceremony, River G County lawmaker Francis Dopo, challenged the leadership to live up to the expectation of their colleagues.
Religious scholars say that the defunct Tari, T-A-R-R-Y, Tari as the period between the prophecy and its implementation. But in my thinking of leadership, I try to point in a way that still presents the actual meaning. Today, you are being elected, and the expectation from your colleagues, I think you have done your SWOT analysis. I think you have all your SMART goals. But they are now looking within the period between their expectation and the result. And to do so, they will have to tarry. Today, when people go to tarry, they spend the whole night in praise and worship, you know that. But this tariff I'm talking about is the one that you will have a to-do list. Because you don't want a crowded list, you should have a to-do list. You will have to take action. I listen to you talking about penalizing renters. As you go to penalize some of your renters, maybe you need to provide more education to some. I don't know where in this world that you can set a grading system with no perimeters. Some people grade at the end of the day in your newspaper without knowing what are they grading and who they are.
New Reporters Association of Liberia President Cecilia Clark vows to prioritize the well-being of journalists in Liberia. In her induction speech Friday, journalist Clark also called for a better security and reporter relationship to promote smooth collaboration in the country.
Therefore, our leadership shall join forces with our parent body, the Press Union of Liberia, to ensure the collective bargaining agreement is adhered to by media managers. The welfare of our members is a top priority on our agenda. We will knock on the doors of media managers any day, any time, to dialogue and remedy issues confronting reporters. I challenge you, media managers, to inspire confidence and passion in their reporters to strive for professionalism. Our administration shall place significant focus on security-journalist relationship. There are cases we can recount where reporters were brutalized and humiliated by state security forces. We will work to ensure the relationship between reporters and security personnel is cordial. We shall go beyond condemnation and take practical steps to better the journalist-security relationship. This administration shall work with various state security institutions in the country to conduct security trainings for our reporters.
Meanwhile, Madam Clark is warning reporters against unethical journalism or risk being expelled from the association.
Distinguished media colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, inasmuch we intend to uncompromisingly advocate for the welfare of our colleagues and the administration, our administration will take steps to ensure bad apples are weeded out of the profession. We are aware of some of our colleagues who are using their various platforms to extort from newsmakers. We are also aware of some of our colleagues who are using their various platforms to spew invectives and hate messages to undermine the peace our country enjoys. We shall play that leadership role as leaders of the biggest auxiliary of the Press Union of Liberia to discourage such acts. We shall set fair rules by insisting on the Press Union of Liberia to take punitive actions against reporters who ethically transgress in the discharge of their duty. This leadership sees professionalism as mandatory for all reporters. The Reporters Association of Liberia wants to have the teeth to bite. Therefore, we shall work with the RAL to ensure we do not only name and shame yellow journalists, but also be given the power to expel them from the association.
Grand Bassa County Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence wants the Senate to prevail on the National Elections Commission to prevent election malpractice as experienced in 2017 presidential election. In her letter to the Senate, the Basel senator wants plenary to invite the NEC Board of Commissioners for a full-scale inquiry on the instruction from the Supreme Court to NEC to clean up the voter roll. The Senate Deputy Chief Clerk, Genevieve Massekwe, read the letter in plenary Thursday.
Part of the court's ruling in her aforementioned case, the National Elections Commission (NEC) was charged with specific instructions to ensure that the presidential runoff election of 2017 and future elections were conducted by the highest possible standards to be deemed free, fair, and transparent. The instructions from the Supreme Court to the NEC include but not limited to the following. 1. The full clean-up of the final registration roll to ensure that multiple names are removed therefrom. 2. The timely and effective publication of the final registration roll. And 3. That an addendum to the FRR be limited to only those listed in the next polling and county manual, etc. Distinguished colleagues, the circumstances attendant to the conduct of recent by-elections in our country impose on us the duty to inquire into the next adherence to the instructions of the Supreme Court in the 2017 Liberty Party, the Unity Party versus NEC case, and the preparedness of the NEC to conduct the midterm senatorial election this year. Our reluctance or refusal to ensure and enhance the preparedness of the NEC is to conduct such a major constitutional responsibility would render us compliances to whatever adverse consequences that would arise therefom. Accordingly, I herewith solicit your support to have the entire Board of Commissioners of the National Elections Commission appear before us for a full-scale inquiry into situations as already stated here in the above.
Meanwhile, Senators Steve Zago and Jonathan Kaipe have written the Senate plenary to invite Solicitor General Cyrenius Cephas. They want clarity on circumstances leading to the dropping of charges against former Liberia Airport Authority Managing Director Ellen Cochran. Here is the Senate Deputy Chief Clerk Genevieve Massekwe again with the letter.
Esteemed colleagues, kindly accept our compliments while we call your attention to what we consider a grave lying in circumstances surrounding the purported dropping of criminal charges against former Liberia Airport Authority Managing Director Ellen Cochran. As we are all aware, it was clearly stated by the Honorable Minister of Justice that he was not aware of charges being dropped against the indictee, while the Solicitor General of the Republic of Liberia holds an opposing position. In view thereof, we request that the Solicitor General be cited before this honorable body for the purpose of clarifying the statements and position being attributed to him. Such clarification is necessary considering the national security implication from which the matter arose. Very truly yours, signed, Stephen Jogba Amadou Zago, Senator Lofa County, Subcommittee Chair on Security Intelligence, is also signed by Senator Jonathan L. Capet, Senator Graham Bassett County, Subcommittee Chair on Defense. Mr. President.
Well, if you have just joined us, this is a reminder that you are watching Lntv News Live, a 30-minute presentation of all the latest developments about Liberia and other parts of our one world. It's Friday, the 7th day of February 2020. My name is Zokwe Beslo Konen, anchoring this edition of the program Lntv News Live. Let's recap our headlines. Reporters in Liberia risked expulsion for ethical transgressions. New Reporter Association President warns. Chinese ambassador to Liberia bids farewell to the Senate after 2 years of service in Monrovia. Two senators seek the appearance of Solicitor General to clarify the legal issues surrounding former Liberia Airport Authority Managing Director and away from Nigeria Electoral Commission deregisters 74 political parties, leaving only 18 in the country. These stories plus many more developments are all still ahead of us. Lntv News Live takes a short break to be back with more developments. Welcome back to Lntv News Live. We continue with the program. Outgoing Chinese ambassador to Liberia, Fu Jinjong, has vowed continued support from his government to Liberia. Speaking when he paid farewell to the Liberian Senate, Ambassador Fu Jinjong lauded the Liberian government for the level of collaboration between the two states.
I think this ceremony is not only the recognition of mine and my embassy's job in your country, but also the big recognition for the progress of our bilateral mutual beneficial cooperation in the past 2 years. Taking this opportunity, I would like to assure you that China is a long-lasting friend, partner of your lovely country. Under the framework of the One Belt, One Road initiative, that your country is a member of that initiative. And also under the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, China will continue to extend a helping hand to helping our Liberia friend in your glorious efforts to achieve the mission which proposed by His Excellency President George Weah in the proper agenda for prosperity and development.
Responding to the outgoing ambassador, the Senate mandated Senator Dan Morias to present the Chinese diplomat with a certificate.
The Senate of the Republic of Liberia presents to His Excellency Fu Jinjong, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, certificate of deep appreciation and due recognition for his very outstanding role in the promotion and strengthening of warm friendship and cooperation between the Senate of the Republic of Liberia and the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, the CPPC, and the National People's Congress, the NPC, of the People's Republic of China during his tenure as Ambassador Plenipotentiary to the Republic of Liberia.
At the same time, Grand Bassa County Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence gowned and named the Chinese ambassador with a traditional name.
When you are gowned in Liberia, you should also be given a traditional name. So we have selected a name for you, and it's from the Bassa tribe. And the meaning for Zwoje is just for thank you. Everything that you've done, including what we see here today, the extension and the Liberian Senate that we enjoyed. We want to say thank you, and just for thank you, we say Zwoje. So on behalf of the Liberian Senate,
Somebody hold a mic. Hold a mic.
I will take this down to ground you in appreciation.
Let's now bring you our foreign development. Nigeria's Electoral Commission has deregistered 74 political parties in the country, leaving only 18 officially recognized in Africa's most populous nation. It said they had failed to meet several constitutional requirements. To be officially recognized, a party must win at least 25% of votes cast in any election at a federal, state, or local level, or win at least one ward in a local government election. One of the deregistered parties includes the Modern Democratic Party, MDP. It was formed by youth groups pushing for the Not Too Young to Run law, which was passed in May 2018 and lowered the minimum age to run for the presidency, state governor, and the Senate to 30. Well, with that from the foreign scene, let's now recap our headlines. Reporters in Liberia risked expulsion for ethical transgressions, new Reporter Association president warns. Chinese ambassador to Liberia bids farewell to the Senate after 2 years of service in Monrovia. 2 senators seek the appearance of Solicitor General to clarify the legal issues surrounding former Liberia Airport Authority Managing Director. And away from Liberia, Nigeria Electoral Commission deregisters 74 political parties, leaving only 18 in the country. Well, this is how we come to the end of the program Lntv News Live. Many thanks to you all for your viewing role. Many thanks to all of our reporters, correspondents, technicians, switchers, and editors for making this package of sources. Lntv News Live is a production of the television department here at the Liberia Broadcasting System. This program comes on every Monday to Friday with the early edition at 10 to 10:30 in the morning and the late edition at 8 to 8:30 in the evening. On behalf of the entire television staff, my name is Zokwe Beslo-Konen, bidding you a restful night. Bye-bye from Painesville. Thanks for watching.